divine liaison. He's on his next
level
of growth. He's wearing multiple titles, but that's good to raise that intellect to another level for our people and the whole positive advocacy process. If you would, come on with 2 questions, not just one. Let Tim respond and then come with another one too.
That's
so we
what's
can
up.
give you
I appreciate it, bro, too. This is your boy, Divine Instigator. I'm formerly Instigator.
Right. No, I'm glad you said that because that's what I wanted to say before you got on. We talking about self-check, and the brother had to check himself. He realized, you know what, I'm trying to grow into something new. There's no more, the instigator must go.
Right.
Here we are, liaison.
So for my little 15 minutes real quick, you know what I'm saying? I want to say what's up to my children who's listening. At the end of the day, local urban radio is an outlet for undiscovered talent. However, are there any local sponsored events to encourage the upcoming artists? That's one. And then 2 is, does the radio program the people, or is radio still the voice of the people? In truth, radio is its own leader, and it has an outlet to affect people in a positive direction. How do you feel about that?
Well, let me take the first question first, because it's actually a little deeper than that. Most local radio stations are owned by corporations who will not allow them to play local artists. Right. This is something that I get a lot of credit for, but actually Mark Gunn started it when he was program director here. Just kind of knocking on the door and kind of hitting people in the head above us to say, we have a burgeoning community here. We want to encourage what they're doing. And that's why we were able to start to play some of the local music, because we knew how big Birthday Anthem was. Right. But the people in Washington, D.C. did not.
No, they didn't.
And not only did they not know, they didn't care. Because what they were charged in doing is, because they're a national corporation, is to make sure that you support the national artists, you know, all the stuff that corporations above our pay grade do when they interact with each other. But when Mark started the program, and then I was able to come in, and I made a couple of adjustments to it just because I want to put my stamp on it, you know. So that's real talk. Real talk. We were able to sell that through, and it's what, 3 years later now, and we found some really good hip hop in this city. Right. Which we hope will go to the next level. Some of them have had bites to kind of make it up there. Nobody's broken through yet, but I still really feel they will. One of the co-hosts on this show, Our Prophet, I've heard tracks from his upcoming CD, and I'm going, people need to hear this. Right. Nappy Roots has kind of gotten their second chance thanks to a compilation that they did with a DJ named Greg Street. Now Humdinger is about to come out, and hopefully that's going to explode like it should. We have YV waiting in the wings, signed to Interscope Records. So hopefully the explosion that we foresaw 3 years ago is about to really kind of take off in a major way, like Houston did a few years ago, and like Atlanta did, stuff like that. So in saying that, we support local artists, but it was a fight. And most stations around the country don't get a chance to do what we've done.
Well, and I don't...
Go ahead on,
I don't... you know, I was a part of that fight, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to pat myself on the back, because that's always 12 inches away from kicking the behind.
Listen, pride goes before destruction, bro. Don't never forget that.
But here's the thing, I came in the building with Mark when he was program director, and I had 2 songs that I asked him to listen to, and actually one of them was by Committee, which was Dreaming. After that, there was a break-in change of ranks or whatever with Tim. I took it upon myself to call a meeting with Tim outside of the radio station, and we met at Expressions of You 3 years ago. This is what you.
So y'all was on the pathway to self-checking this.
Right, we was on that. We was on that same path at that time. So I'm glad to see it's come as far as it's come. But as far as actual support, meaning there's an initiative from a radio personality to say this is what we're gonna get behind and have a summer fest again, or the local explosion. And
you still disappointed in that?
I mean, no,
it's not happening.
No, I said it needs to get to that point. Okay. Now, within 3 years, we've got the spins on the radio, but now it's time to get the people visual. You know what I'm saying? It's time be able to see the artist,
We got you.
relate to the artist.
Now,
We got you. What do you think about that, Tim?
Well, I will tell you that is going to be an even more complicated corporate issue because we're radio. We don't create the events anymore that we used to.
Right.
We have to concentrate on our main product, so we don't get a chance to do that. We will partner with people, provided everything is right in a business sense and kind of meets the corporate mandated standards that we have. And we've done that with the Soul Food Festival. That's come to town a couple of years. We do it with the Rust Bus every year. So we want to support things like that, but we don't create those events anymore because that doesn't play to our strength as communicators in what we do.
Well, and that's a good point. Mark, I want to ask you a quick question, if you don't mind, before we go to the next segment.